Hey, family. Happy summer. Happy Cancer season. And welcome back. You're listening to the How to Be Magical podcast. My name is Nikki Buchanan, the owner of Soul Things Botanica, and I am here. It's been over a year, y'all. I hope y'all miss me. I missed y'all. I'm going to, give y'all a few updates, let y'all know what's been going on in life. I hope everybody's been well. Hope everyone's been happy. Hope everyone's been healthy. Hope everyone's been staying grounded in the midst of all of this weird, crazy stuff that we got going on in the world right now. Currently, I am filming live from Brooklyn, New York. I'm in Brooklyn for the summer. It's been interesting, y'all. It's been interesting. So let's get into it. Let's get into it. All right. So first things first, right? Oh my gosh, it's been well over a year since the last episode, right? Like last real episode, because the last episode that was published was in the fall, was just a breakdown of Sinners, which was just like a little something special. My last actual episode was the spiritual art of tea, with tea of Grandma Baby Apothecary. So I haven't done a solo episode. Whew, y'all, it's been a minute. And you know, sometimes we have those seasons in life where it's like you have so much personal stuff going on. You have to like literally just concentrate all of your energy on you in the moment so that way you can get through. As some of you may know, I went back to school last year. I am pursuing a degree in education and Black history. Why am I pursuing Black history? So many people have asked me that. Ironically enough, I have to remind myself, girl, everybody don't love Blackness the way you love Blackness, so you're gonna get questions. I've gotten so many questions like, what are you gonna do with that? Why are you doing that? How are you gonna get a job with that? And I'm just like, oh my gosh, they are trying to erase Black history literally right before our eyes. There's so much erasure happening in our school system, in our government, in our institutions. It's like, I feel like as someone who considers themselves to be a historian, a family historian, a diaspora historian, I think it is important that we all do our part. So this is my way of doing my part. I'm also going for education as well. I'm not sure if I'm going to be in the classroom in that capacity, but I will be furthering my education beyond this degree. I ultimately would like to be Dr. Buchanan, and I have a long way to go, and that's fine. I'm cool with that. I like a long journey. I'm perfectly fine with that. But yeah, I've gotten so many questions about why you're going back to school for Black history, what you're going to do with that, la la la. I actually even have an ongoing situation with the state of New York unemployment board, because they have a program where if you're in school, you could apply for additional weeks of unemployment, X, Y, and Z. And they told me that education in Black history is not a viable course of action if I want to be employed. And I'm like, wow, I done sat before judges about this. I done wrote to the Attorney General's office about it. But it's one of those things where it's like, I expected there to be pushback. But when we talk about like the systemic obstacles that we face and like just discrimination in all aspects of our life or whatever, it's when you see stuff like this happening, you're just like, wow, y'all really serious about it. So yeah, it's been interesting. I'm hoping that this summer is as restorative and warm and joy bringing to the contrast of how harsh and rough winter was, right? Like physically, emotionally, spiritually, all those things. We had a hard winter, you guys. We went through so much. And I'm just at the point right now with like my spiritual journey where it's like I have to liven up myself as much as possible. Like, yeah, I could sit down with my books. Yeah, I could sit with my altars, but ultimately, I got to be outside. So if y'all see me outside and I'm sipping something and I'm a little tipsy, I'm a slightly inebriated, liven up yourself too, because that's what we're on right now. Like, we need joy. Like, joy is the only way that we're going to get through all of this. And by this, I'm talking about, the ongoing economic crisis that we have. We got a lot of folks out of work. We got a lot of folks looking for work, underemployed, unemployed, X, Y, and Z. We got, the cost of living as subsequently is going up. You go to the supermarket with $100, come out with 2 little bags. You barely got enough food for the week. It's wild, right? Everything's going up. Bills is going up. Everything gone up, in the words of Elephant Man. Like, everything gone up, So it's like, bro, what do we do? And I'm at the point where I'm just like, I'm not going to say I don't care, but I'm going to say I don't care. right? Like in some ways, I really don't give a good gosh darn what this government decide they want to do because, I'm sure we've seen it. There's so much discord happening. There's so much outward anti-blackness, so much like blatant. I can't even call them microaggressions anymore. Macroaggressions. You have these horrible cases of racial discrimination, of death, of all these things, and on some level, you don't want to be a conspiracy theorist, but you're like, I feel like y'all trying to rile us up. And people learned a long time ago that black outrage is a very valuable currency. Like in Monsters Inc., where they we could get the screams. It's like, but the laughter's better, Like you can get our screams, you can get our cries, you can get our grief, but truly the joy supersedes all of that. So I'm not going to give anybody the satisfaction of seeing me wail, scream, cry, fall down the place. I'm not doing that. Like, if me being joyful and celebrating with my community and celebrating myself and livening up myself, if that makes you upset, so friggin' be it. Actually, I hope it make you fall down. I hope you split yourself in two like Rumpelstiltskin if it's really all that to you. You feel me? Because we're at that point where personally, I'm going to speak for myself. I'm at the point where I don't even got it to go back or forth with nobody no more. You feel me? Like, I'm gonna either cuss you one good time, I'm gonna laugh in your face. Like, those are the options. The secret third option is I might slap the dog fire shit out of you. Now, again, I'm trying not to do that, but, I'm also very, well aware that sometimes that love and light shit don't work. Sometimes people do need to get slapped. And I'm not trying to encourage violence. I'm just saying, don't let your left hand be, weaker than your right hand. It's about balance. Okay, it's about balance. So, that's all I'm saying, right? You're like, girl, where you going with this? Man, so many places I'm going with this, man. I don't know. I got notes here because I like to ramble. But a couple of years ago, before I had my Substack. By the way, are you on Substack? Are you, if you're interested in the Substack, The Boneyard, that's the name of my Substack, soulthings.substack.com. Go over there. That's where I put all my long form content. I have all my writing there. I have some old blog posts on there. There was a couple of years ago, I believe during the pandemic, I was doing something called Sacral Summer. And that's when I penned the Coochie Conjure for the first article of the Coochie Conjure series, which I will be revisiting. So that's why I say go to Substack, subscribe to the Substack so you can get all of the notifications and all those things. And if you feel so inclined to support a black lady in the struggle, okay, a black lady on the grind, for $6 a month, you could subscribe to the Substack, and that just helps. Every little bit helps. So, soulthings.substack.com. Anyway, Sacred Summer was something that I did a couple of years ago when it's like, we had Meg with Hot Girl Summer. We have, all of these, this summer we got like Bouillon Soca. If you're a soca head, if you're into Caribbean music, Bouillon Soca this year is so hot. And it's so sexy, and it's so raunchy, and it's so like woman focused, and it's just I love women, I love body, I love everything, and it's like yes, this is so integral to how we're gonna get over, how we're gonna survive this year by getting back into the body. Okay, winding up yourself, freeing up yourself, enjoying a drink, enjoying a smoke, enjoying good food, enjoying a wine up, enjoying like moving your body. Okay, I've been on a fast, so I haven't been smoking, right? So it's been interesting. I've been somebody I smoked for many, many years, and I just like, something was just like, yo, put the bud down for a second. So I'm like, all right. And again, we have these seasons. You can't do everything all the time. Sometimes you're in a season where you're doing something a lot. Sometimes you got to cut it back. So this season, I'm not smoking, and I just have like a different sense to myself. Like, I'm hearing things different. I'm seeing things different. I'm feeling things different. And understanding too that, every practice has its season, right? Sometimes you're in the season when you're just doing a lot of one particular thing, and then you just gotta like kind of cut back. So that's what I'm on right now. I'm like, well, I'm not saying I'm done with smoking. I'm hate smoking. No. Just me and Mary Jane is just on a little separation. We'll get back together. But I could live without her, like she's a good girl. I love her. I have no shade to anybody that partakes. I support you. I've been a stoner for a long time, but it's just, I'm just in a different season right now where I'm just trying to see certain things and to make certain observations and experience. I want to experience summer this year just a little bit differently, right? So something else that I've been talking with people about is community, right? Like, what does community look like? I feel like that's a word that we throw around a lot. I feel like community, everybody's always so quick to be like, oh my gosh, we don't have community center. And I feel like community is what you make it, right? Community is how you show it for yourself. Community is how you showing up for others. You don't have to force it, right? You don't need a whole lot of people, right? Community is just checking in with folks, texting people, calling them, leaving them a message, linking up with them. Community is just going out to do stuff with folks, you know, that don't necessarily need anything on the other person's part. Like, yo, you want to come, you know, come with me to this museum? You want to come with me to this party? You want to come with me to this block party? You want to come with me to this dance class? You want to come with me to the beach? You want to come with me to the library? Like, community is just about just spending time with people and just showing up for people and just being with people. Sometimes you don't need to have a whole thing. You know, like I said, I'm in New York for the summer, and one thing about New York that I love is that if you don't have a penny to your name, New York will always take care of you. You will always be able to find something free, something for the low, something that's, you know, open to all, something that you can get to on public transit, something that's in nature. Like, there's so many things. And I feel like, you know, when it comes to community, sometimes we get caught up in everything having to be a curated experience, a ticketed event, this, that, and the third, course X, Y, and Z. Like, bring it back to the days of what we used to do as kids. Let me tell you something. Let me tell you what my ideal summer was when I was little. And there was times when, of course, you know, your mother put you in summer camp and you had to be in summer camp. But let me tell you something. There was one summer where she didn't put me in summer camp, and I got to just be on the block. And oh my God, that was the best summer of my life. I ain't gonna hold you. It was the best summer of my life. This was my summer routine. Okay, and I'm trying to get back to this. This was my summer routine. I used to get up. We used to get up early in the morning. We used to go to the school for the free breakfast, right? If you got up early enough, you get up for the free breakfast, right? That was about 8 o'clock. Sometimes you didn't make it, right? If I didn't get up in time for the free breakfast, I watch my show. My show that used to come on in summertime in the morning was Blossom. So love me some Blossom. Watch Blossom. That's how I knew. Get up, watch Blossom, take my shower, put my little outfit together for the day, go knock the doors in my building of my friends, rally the whole crew together. We go to the school for the free lunch. Make sure you take a backpack. Make sure you take a backpack. Why are you taking a backpack? Because you want to stock up on the Butter Crunch cookies, okay? The either the Butter Crunch or the oatmeal raisin cookies by Linden. If you're from New York, you know exactly what I'm talking about. And the box juice, all right? And the fruit. And before I left, I'll make sure I have my double Dutch rope. So because the school that had the free lunch that we used to go to had a playground attached to it. So afterwards, we would either go to the corner store and stock up on more snacks, go to the park, jump double Dutch from, it'd be 12 o'clock. We jump double Dutch until our parents came home from work, 6, 7 o'clock at night. Take a little break. Maybe if it was hot enough, we go to the corner store, grab a couple of water balloons, have a water balloon fight, do relay races up and down the block, watch the boys play basketball. We still jump a double Dutch. We would then go home, eat dinner. Maybe your mother let you come outside again. Maybe you could stay out until 9 o'clock. That was a big deal. Go home, take a shower, get into bed, do it all over again the next day. Yo, when I tell you, those were some of the best days of my life. To this day, I don't know if I've had a day as carefree as waking up, watching Blossom, getting free lunch in the summertime, playing double Dutch with my friends, jumping until my freaking knees couldn't take it no more. Like, that was the height and the pinnacle of freedom to me. And I feel like I'm in that place right now where it's like I haven't been without a job, quote unquote, in the summer in years, right? Like, as an adult, I've always kept the job. And there's something going on right now with Workday. The job application people, they're being sued because they use AI to discriminate, right? So they're talking about how even if you don't check off those self-disclosure boxes about your race, your age, your veteran status, Hispanic or Latino, disability status, they're not talking about that. They're talking about just the AI being trained to recognize if you're black, if you're over a certain age, if you're disabled, X, Y, and Z, right? And listen, like I said, as somebody who has been in the workforce since I've been 15 years old, I'm 40. In 25 years, I have never seen the economy and the workforce look the way it's looking. I've always managed to find me a job. When I say I can't find nothing, I know that it's not me, right? I can't take it personal. I can't get my panties in a bunch about it. It's not that. But it's very affirming to hear that AI is being used to discriminate, because I know that's what it was, right? Like, I'm like, my resume is jam-packed full of accomplishments. I've worked on very high-profile things. I had a very niche job, yes, but I have a lot of transferable skills. that also leads me to believe that, maybe I ain't supposed to be working this summer. Sorry. Not in the traditional sense, and I'm cool with that too. Like, I'm cool with that too, because I actually just want to jump double dutch, go rollerblading, barbecue in my mother's backyard, go to the beach, go to the Prospect Park. Like, I really just want to live my life this summer. I want to go to all the parties, all right? I want to make my little hot girl clothes. I got my mother crocheting stuff. I'm like, Mommy, I need you to make me something slutty. She's stressed. I'm stressing my poor mother out. All right. She's like, what is this that you're wearing? I say, make it sluttier. That's too, please. I'm trying to be a hot girl out to road. I'm not trying to be covered up in 3/4 of cloth this summer. I'm trying to be skin out with my ice cup, with my rum and my coconut water and living my fucking life. You understand? I'm not trying to be, hold up in somebody's job, playing nice with people who hate me. And I ain't trying to do all of that. I'm really not in the mood. And it's so crazy because it's like, it be like that sometimes. Like, there are times when, like I said, I worked at television for 10 years. I worked a 70-hour work week, 60-hour work week for years. And when I say my life suffered, like, I missed out on so many things. I missed just time with myself, time with my family. On the flip side, I was able to invest a lot of money into Soul Things, into the podcast, into my business, into myself, into my religious work. Like, so it wasn't all for nothing. I don't regret anything, but I do recognize that was that season, and now this is a different season. This is a season of like, I'm just like I said, I'm feeling myself in a different way. Just to segue a little bit. Speaking of people feeling themselves in a different way, I want to give some shout outs. Okay, I want to give some shout outs. Now, I don't have everybody's all information right here at the ready, but this is just off the dome, right? I want to give a shout out to my good friend, my family, Devontae, aka the Hood Obia Man, for launching his Substack. Okay, I'm gonna put the links and everything in the description below so you can go follow up with him. He wrote a beautiful initiatory post about growing up in Brooklyn, being Trinidadian, and just the joy of Carnival and just what it means to truly be Trini in Brooklyn. Love him down, and also congratulations to him. He threw a very lovely feast, Ancestors Thanksgiving, and I'm very proud of him. He did a fantastic job this past week. So Devontae, if you're listening, love you. I also want to give another shout out to Iya Osundara for her book launches. We did an episode last year where she talked about her guilty pleasure was romance novels, urban romance, and she moved forward and released a couple of books, if I'm not mistaken. So I haven't had a chance to read them yet. I'm going to put them on my summer reading list. I got a lot of things on my summer reading list, but my good up gal, I want to wish you, a congratulations, and wishing you many, many more books, many, many more launches, much, much more progression. Me and Iya Osundara have been friends with each other for a long, long time. We go way back. We go way back to the Abracadabra forums. If you know, you know. Love you. Also want to give a shout out to my cousin, my good up gal, another good up gal, Ajeno Sweet Things, okay, Sharifa. This past fall, she did a gallery opening of photos from her women's retreat that she's held for the past 7 years. She has also been just doing some amazing community work, and she also has been checking in on me in this, these last couple of months, just to be family. Like I said, community is about just checking on people. So, I'm getting emotional. Stop. Sharifa, I want to thank you so much because you have held it down, bro. Like, you have always checked on me and called and just been like a real ass nigga, and I love you. I really, really love you. Like, I really appreciate you, and I'm very proud of all the things that you're doing. And we gotta have another beach day. Me and Sharifa went to the beach a couple of years ago, and man, let me tell you something. The sea loves her. Okay, she is a true daughter of the water. That is for real. And so, and then also, if you're interested in learning more from Sharifa, she has a private portal called Daughters of the Water. Go check that out. She ain't giving out her game for free. None of us are at this point. Everything is behind a paywall because folks invest in the things that they truly care about and respect. So enough respect to Sharifa of Ajeno Sweet Things. And who else we got on this list? My gosh. Oh my goodness, there's so much going on. Oh my gosh, my other cousin, mi prima, Chiquita Brujita. Yo, shout out to her because she has been DJing and she's a fantastic DJ. Like, I'm glad that I've been able to, like, I got to see the DJ up close, you know, when she was just like mixing in her basement apartment or whatever. But like DJ Chicky B is that girl, you know. She's been DJing with Uptown Vinyl Supreme. She's been DJing all around the city. I recently saw her at the Puerto Rican Festival up in East Harlem doing an activation with Foot Locker. Shout out to her. Shout out to Zoila Dorton for putting that together. Yeah. If you see any events happening where Chiquita is going to be DJing, you need to go because she is holding it down. Also, another DJ to know, DJ Moon Babe, okay? Shout out to DJ Moon Babe. We love you, Portia. So you got to let me know where you're going to be spinning, babes, because I'm definitely coming. She's another one. Who else? Oh, my God, there's so many people. Like, so many folks that have been checking in on me. I've been seeing the good work that they're doing. Like, I might not comment all the time. I might not write back all the time. You know, I've been in my own world for a little bit, and I apologize, but you know that the love is there. You know that I love you. Oh, my gosh, there's so many. Like, I'm about to call your government name. I'm not going to call your government name. Oh, my gosh, why am I not remembering what this woman's? Okay, I'm not going to worry about it. Don't worry about that. All right, don't worry about that, y'all. There has been so much energy right now in the streets of New York, mainly because the Knicks won the playoffs. We won the finals. We are champions after 53 years, okay? And you know me, I got to always bring back to our numerology. 5 and 3 is 8. After 53 years, we have a championship. Shout out to our MVP, Jalen Brunson. Shout out to our mayor, okay, Zomran Mandani, okay. Shout out to our starting five. It's Brunson, Alvarado, Anuabi, oh my gosh, I'm forgetting everybody's names. Hart and Bridges. I ain't forget everybody. Shout out. And yo, let me tell you something. You know what's crazy? The energy in New York since the win, like during the playoffs, has been so like electric. Like you could literally like taste that joint. Like it is so serious. And it's just been nice because it's like we really needed this. You know, like I'm sorry, first of all, us having Mamdani as a mayor is a really big deal. We got a young mayor, we got a millennial mayor, we got a brown man as a mayor, like, and he just hit the ground running. Like since January, he has done so many things to just better the lives of the working everyday people, you know, and really has been bringing us a spirit of community and togetherness. Again, to bring it back, community is about us making sure that everybody gets to enjoy things. Like for so long, and I'm from New York, and I tell people this all the time, like my family been in New York for 100 years, bro. Like I'm a 5th generation Brooklynite. It is painful to go places and have people looking at you sideways like, what are you doing here? Like, what are you doing here? Like, where the fuck is you from? Excuse my French. Like, where are you from? Because it's like, I feel like people come to New York and they just think that they're supposed to be having their main character moment, not realizing that there's some people that's actually from here. Like some of us that are multi-generational, some of us that actually want to come back, some of us that actually want to set down roots and buy things. And when everybody comes here and just makes it into their thing, without realizing like there's a whole community of people here. There's multiple communities that are layered and multi-generational and very deep-rooted that everybody don't want to have this like flashy New York experience. Like some people just want to be able to sit on their stoop and drink their coffee. Some people just want to be able to have a barbecue in their backyard without you calling the cops on them. Some people just want to be able to take their kids to the park, you know? Like it don't have to be this whole thing. So I'm very happy with the way that Mayor Mamdani has been moving and just trying to make things affordable and make things accessible to people. Like, shout out to my homegirl Nitma. Me and Nitma been out and about, bro. When I say, was it game 3? We went and they had, the mayor had did a lotto, like a lottery to have a watch party in Bryant Park, like on the big screen. So we actually ended up getting tickets to go and watch Game 3 at Bryant Park, and it was just so nice, like to just be in the crowd with everybody. You know, I smuggled in my little drinks or whatever. They told us no food, no drink, but I'm like, yo, I'm from New York. I'm not spending money on food in Bryant Park. Is you crazy? Is you dumb? I'm not doing that. I literally made my little rum punch, make some salmon cakes. You know, I can't go nowhere. A salmon cake will carry me through the trenches, okay? So my salmon cakes, my rum punch, and we had a little blanket, and we laid out. watched the game, had our little punch, had our little salmon cakes. Afterwards, we went down to the McDonald's on 42nd Street or whatever, had a little burger and fries, and came home. And it was just so nice to be surrounded by so many other native New Yorkers. We had a Bushwick Puerto Rican in front of us. We had like the Queen, the Flushing Chinese people to the left of us. We had a Arab girl from Queens. Like, it was very like what you think about when you think about New York. And I'm so glad that the mayor is doing those things. He's also been doing like different watch parties and stuff like that. Not just him too. On Juneteenth, Chayo Say, who's our local representative in Brooklyn, they had a watch party for, I think it was, who was it? Was it Haiti versus Brazil for the World Cup in Hurricane King Park in the amphitheater? I'm like, stuff like that. That's what I'm talking about. I'm like, when our local officials do things like that, it boosts the morale. It makes people feel like they connected to the community. It makes people feel like they're wanted in their neighborhoods where they work so hard to pay their rent and pay their taxes. And it's, you want to feel like you're getting something back. And I feel like for such a long time, people have been so jaded about just elections, local government, federal government, all these things. People just like, oh, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. But it's like, yo, all these things do matter. And I do feel like a spirit of nihilism has come over a lot of people in recent years, which I guess, the Libra in me understands. But at the same time, I'm also like, where is your joy for life? Right? Like, everything can't be drudgery and darkness. Like, you got to have some type of optimism. You got to have some type of hope. And your elected officials work for you. And I'm sorry. Like, I'm never going to back down from that. Like, I shouldn't feel bad about expecting my local representatives to do things that are for the betterment of the community. That's their job. They're a public servant. Like, so that's where I'm at with it. I'm just like, I think that when we think about community, we think about, again, all of the ways in which folks can come together, they don't have to necessarily be spending a whole lot of money, going through all this type of hoopla. Like, sometimes it's just, girl, meet me at the park. Cousin, meet me at the beach. Hey, let's go to the museum. They having this, that, and the other. Like, it's that simple, and you have to make room for it. You have to make room for joy. You cannot just go to work and come home. You cannot just, go to school and come home. Like, you have to do things that reinvigorate your spirit, and then you also have to show up for people, without expecting anything all the time. Sometimes you just show up because that's just show up. Just show up, Also, another piece of advice that I would give people for how to really enjoy your summer, since now it's turning into that type of episode. Maybe let's do 3 pieces of advice. 3 ways that I think you should enjoy yourself this summer. 1, plant something. I don't care if you don't have a garden. If you have a windowsill, if you have a fire escape, you use that and plant something. Not only is it economical and frugal and practical in these times, right, where food and everything's bad expensive. As spiritualists, as people who are into the spiritual realm, it's just good to cultivate a relationship with plants, herbs, and that type of stuff, and grow some of your old things. Buy the little mint plant from the hardware store. Buy the little basil plant. Buy the little rosemary bush. Plant the little cucumber seeds. Plant the little okra seeds. Plant the little tomato seeds. It doesn't have to be a lot. Just do something, because just that act of you planting things and getting your hands in the dirt and getting involved in that way, it's very it's a way for you to connect with your folks who, we all come from folks who farmed and had some sort of agriculture, right? So it's a good way to connect with them. It's a good way to commune with nature. It's a good way to just ground yourself and just have like a little meditative moment. And it's just like a good exercise in nurturing and patience, right? The day that you plant is not the day that you harvest. You already know that. So it's like, it keeps you mindful. Okay, let me check the dirt. Did I did I water my things today? Did I check on my stuff? Oh, how was it growing? And track the progress, right? That's 1. The second thing that y'all need to do, you need to get outside. Okay, I'm going to keep saying this. Turn your phone off, turn the computer off, turn the TV off, go outside, all right? Get you some fresh air, all right? Take a walk. Make it your business every day to go outside, even if it's just for 10, 15 minutes. Get some sun, get some vitamin D. You need that. We've had a hard, horrible winter. You've been cooped up all winter. You need sun. You need fresh air. Go to the beach. Go to the pool. Go to the park. Run through the sprinklers. Do all the things. Cook out, barbecue. Do all the things. Go to the block parties. Do all of the things. Okay. Make sure you wear your sunscreen. All right. Make sure you wear your sunscreen to be protected. but go outside. And third, I will say, meet up with your friends. Meet up with your friends. Meet up with your family. Spend some time with folks. If you got an internet friend that y'all been going back and forth for years, and y'all cool, meet your online friends, yo. I'm telling y'all, it'll change your life. Some of my nearest and dearest friends is people that I met on the internet. I met them on Tumblr. I met them on Facebook. I met them on Instagram. I met them on message boards. Like, meet your friends. Meet your friends. Bridge that gap. Take a trip. You know why? Because I think when we talk about communities, sometimes wherever you are, that's not what a community is. And that's frustrating. That could be hard. That could be a hard pill to swallow. It'd be like, damn, I'm here in this town, ain't nothing going on. But if you got your friends online, just coordinate a little something, plan a little trip, plan a little weekend trip. Be like, hey, don't you even got to do nothing fancy. You know how many times me and my homegirls have got up and be like, you know what, let's go we pick a city. Go for the weekend. Go for a few days. It does wonders. It also reminds you that you have connection. You have ties. They might not be where you are all the time, and that's okay, right? That's okay. Yeah, I'm trying to think. What else? I'm on break from school for the summer. Last semester, what did I do last semester? Last semester, I took African civilization. What did I take? I took African civilizations. I took a computer class. I took biology, and I took another Black Studies class. The name is escaping me right now, but I ended last semester with 3 A's and a B, I believe. I think my GPA was like 3.6 or something like that. The previous semester, I took Spanish, English 102, Black Studies 101, and something else that I can't remember. You see, as quickly as I learned it is out the window. But I got all A's in my fall semester. I got 4.0 in my fall semester. So right now, I think my GPA is sitting somewhere like at 3.7, 3.8, something like that. I'm really proud of myself. You know, it's not easy going back to school as an adult, but I will say that my mental is a lot more sturdy, and like it is just a lot easier for me to commit to things because it's like I'm grown. I'm here. I'm not here to pussyfoot around with nobody. Like I'm gonna do my assignments, and no matter what the hell life got going on, I'm gonna get the schoolwork done because I know this is only gonna be a short time. You know, like in the grand scheme of things, like next thing you know, I'll be graduating. Walking down the aisle, whatever, and walking across that stage to get my diploma and all that stuff. So it's like I do cherish the time that I'm spending in school, because this is my second chance, and I don't want to risk it. This fall, I haven't registered for fall classes yet. I'm on the fence if I'm going to be taking classes in person or doing classes online. Don't know yet, but I will be back in school this fall. But that's why, like, for the summer, I decided to enjoy myself. Other things that I've been doing to enjoy myself that has been a spiritual process. Sewing. For a long time, I didn't sew for a long time. I stopped sewing for a long time. Like, sewing is one of those things where any creator would know, like, you have your moments where it's like, yo, I really don't feel like being bothered with this. And then you have just your moments where you just get hit with so much inspiration. I think that capitalism robs us of the joy of enjoying our hobbies. Like, capitalism robs us of joy to the point where it makes you feel like you need to monetize every hobby that you have, and then you stop enjoying stuff. So for a long time, that's why I didn't like to sew, because I couldn't sew anything for myself without somebody be like, oh, can you make me this? Can you make me that? And then I started to feel very like, yo, I just want to make some shit for myself. And the worst part is that if I make some shit for myself and I like it, now do I feel like I can't tell people that I made it? I can't feel proud of it because I'm scared that somebody's going to ask me if they can make one too. Like, no, I just need better boundaries. That's all. Like, and for a long time, I used to tell people, like, don't ask me to sew nothing for you. I would be encouraging other people, please go and learn how to sew. Please take the book from the library. Please sit down with your grandmother. Like, because truthfully, every seamstress is not for everybody, right? There's a reason why I veered more towards like spiritual and religious things in the last couple of years, especially like dolls and stuff, because there's less pressure and less work than sewing for people. Like making people clothes, I tell people all the time, I hate making people clothes for folks. Like, if it's not for me, I don't want to make it for you. I'm sorry. Don't ask me. I know that sounds bad. I know it sounds terrible. I'm being honest. Like, this is a moment of radical honesty. I hate when people ask me to sew clothes for them. I don't like it. I don't like it because I feel like people do not respect the craft of seamstressing and sewing and tailoring and stuff like that enough, and they just think that you are Shein. They think that you out here, you're gonna be out here. They say you're a picture of some stuff, and you're like, I'm not. One, I'm not recopying somebody's work. I'm not copying somebody's work, and two, you don't want to pay me what it's worth. So no, I'd rather tell you to go to the fabric store and make it yourself. I'd rather tell you order off Shein. Leave me alone. I know that sounds crazy. I know it sounds crazy. I don't care. I had to realize that I needed to reclaim the joy of sewing for myself. I needed to make things for myself so I can feel happy, take that joy. Let me find the magic in it again. And then if I got some magic that I could spill over and let somebody else, have something, cool. But like, you have to make sure that you have magic for yourself. And sometimes when you have your gifts and you monetize them, and again, I feel like capitalism forces us to do this. When you monetize and do all of that stuff, it starts to suck the joy out of it. It starts to take the soul out of what it is that you're doing, and you don't even like enjoy things anymore. So that's why I was like, no, I had to reclaim the joy of sewing for myself. So I found this pattern literally of a dress that my mom and grandma made for me for my 6th grade graduation, and then we took that same dress and revamped it for my 8th grade graduation. But I found the pattern. I found the original pattern. I think it was a Butterick or Simplicity or McCall's, one of those three. It's one of the big three. But I found that pattern, and I'm like, oh my gosh. And I made myself this like black denim dress, and it's so cute. I haven't worn it yet. I haven't taken no pictures in it yet. And I was just like, oh, this is so nice. So I've been at the fabric store just looking at stuff. Like I said, I'm making my little hot girl wardrobe, my little bikinis, my little mesh tops, my little dresses, my little pom-pom short, like all those little things that I like for myself. Yeah, I have to make things for myself. Now again, if I got enough energy for something to spill over to somebody else, then cool. But like, I'm gonna tell you right now, don't ask me. Can you? No. I'm gonna tell you no. I'm gonna tell you no. And you know why? Because sometimes, again, this is the season for me to rediscover the joy of why I do certain things. Why do I like to sew? What is it that I used to love about it? Why do I love going out in Brooklyn? What did I miss about going out partying and having a good time, right? What do I love about jumping double dutch? Okay, what do I love about going rollerblading? Like all of these things, I've been asking myself these questions, and they're not to be answered to anybody else but myself. So while I'm in this season of enjoyment, please don't ask. If you won't see it, don't ask me, because I'm gonna be honest with you. Don't ask me, right? I understand it's nice to be in demand and all that stuff, but sometimes we also need to be mindful of our consumption of others. And sometimes people don't want to make things for consumption. Sometimes they just want to make things for themselves. And as an artist and as a spiritualist, I feel like there is a specific need and reason why people take time with their craft and enjoy it for themselves before they share it with the world. It's a very spiritual thing to create something. It does cheapen it if people feel like they constantly want to consume you without you allowing yourself time, space, and room to replenish. Because replenishment is important. You can't give from an empty cup. So you really have to make sure that you are giving yourself enough time and space to really enjoy things, to really recover your energy, to really rejuvenate yourself, to find new things to be inspired by, to be recharged by your friends, your community, your family, nature. Like all of these things is a process, because in the midst of all of this that's happening of creation, we have all of this outside stuff going on that's actively trying to suppress us and tamp us down and push us down. So it's like, yeah, how do you have the energy to keep going every day? You got to make sure you're replenishing yourself. You got to make sure you're eating good food. You got to make sure you're drinking water, eating your vegetable, getting your fresh air, getting your sunlight, having your vitamins. That means sometimes you can't answer the phone every time somebody calls. That means sometimes you can't go to every function. That means sometimes you can't listen to every person's problem. That doesn't mean you're a bad person. It just means that you are recognizing that energy is not a infinite resource. You need to replenish, you need to restore, you need to rejuvenate, do all those things, right? So yeah, that's man, shoot, I've been going for almost 40 minutes now. That's where I'm at right now. Okay, I won't be doing another episode before the summer's out. Obviously, I could probably do a couple more, but I just wanted to do this just quick, just a little update, let you guys know how I've been doing, let y'all hear my voice. I've recorded some clips. I don't know if all of the clips is going to be uploaded or whatever, but man, I just really miss this, and sometimes I don't have nothing deep and esoteric to say. Sometimes I just want to talk my shit, and I'm happy that y'all still here rocking with me. I will be doing a vending event on July 11th. I don't have all of the full details yet, but I will be in Bushwick, Brooklyn. So if you're going to be in Brooklyn the weekend of July 11th, that is a Saturday, me and Mommy are going to be vending. Mommy has been working on a bunch of crochet bags and stuff like that, some real dope stuff, some tops, shrugs. I'm going to have a couple of things there as well. I might have some butters with me. I may even have some waters with me. I don't know yet. But come out and support. It's going to be free. It's not going to be no ticketed event, nothing like that. But I will post a flyer when it's available, but just save the date for right now, July 11th in Bushwick, Saturday, July 11th in Bushwick. Me and Mommy will be vending. We're going to have a little table. We're going to have a little rack, a couple of things. Come out, say hi. Even if you don't buy nothing, come out, say hi. Say hi. Give me a hug. Let me know how you been. How's your mama and them? How's the kids? How you? Right? That's what I'm on this summer. So if you got any events that you want to invite me to, hit me up. All right. Send me an email, soulthingswithonica@gmail.com. Just send me an update. If you listen to this podcast episode and you want to let me know how life been lifing, hit me up. I'm on Instagram still, soulthingsbk. I'm on TikTok, soulthingsbk. I'm on Twitter still. I know. I'm just, old habits die hard. I tried with Blue Sky. I really did try. It's not that I don't like Blue Sky. All my peoples is on Twitter. I'm sorry. I don't know. I'm on Twitter, at XDecadent. I'm on Facebook still. I know, right? People still be on Facebook. I'm on Facebook. I just been here. I've been popping in and out. And I'll be traveling over the summer. I'm not going to tell y'all where. You'll find out. When you see the pictures, then you'll know. And so last minute shout outs. Other people I want to give a shout out to. Yo, shout out to Lolly Moon of Mystic Moon Medicine and Astrology. We've been chopping it up for the last couple of months. I love her so much. Oh my gosh, she's such a sweetie. And she's just like, her astral insights have been really, really interesting. Especially like right now, we've been talking a lot about this like Jupiter and Leo transit that's about to be in full swing. And I'm a Leo rising, so I feel like I'm really feeling myself these next couple of months. So prepare to be sick of me, all right? Prepare to be sick. Heck you, all right? Sick to your stomach, because let me tell you, like I said, if you see me outside, all right, sipping something strong, wearing something tiny and scandalous, and climbing on a broad-shouldered specimen of a human being, I need you to mind your business. Okay, put your phone down. That's a problem these days, okay? You know, everybody's scared to have fun because everybody's so busy recording. Put your phone down. Stop recording people, okay? Go out and enjoy yourself. Stop being a spectator. Go live life. Please. Please, please, please. Damn, who else? Shout out to Dr. Cassie Osei. She's also been doing some astrology work out here with Sharifa of Ageno Sweet Things and Daughters of the Water. So shout out to her, Dr. Cassie, also another supporter of the podcast and someone who I love and adore dearly. Who else? Oh my gosh. There's so many people to shout out. I'm going to remember everybody as soon as I stop recording. That's the problem. I really, really want you guys to enjoy your summer. You know, I really want you guys to remember that joy is a weapon. It is one of our most powerful tools that we have in our arsenal. It is our birthright. It is something that our ancestors knew that no matter what, we was gonna crack a joke, we was gonna cut up, we was gonna have a good time, even in times of harsh adversity, even in times of economic disruption, even in times of political despair. We still managed to find ways to hold each other up, have a good time, eat well, drink, carry on, right? Yeah. Also, I have merch. If you made it all the way to the end of the episode, thank you so much. If you want to continue to support the How to Be Magical podcast and me, your host, Nikki Buchanan, I have some new merch. I made a bag. Mind you, I went to the beach yesterday, so these brown spots are molasses. If you know, you know. And it's called Hoodles of Close Practice, right? So I have Hoodles of Close Practice as a tote bag, as a t-shirt, as a tank. I also have 1-800-EGOON as a t-shirt, which is actually one of my favorites. A couple of people ordered those already. I have a ring that I'm putting out that says in every lifetime. You already know what that means. I'll choose to be black in every lifetime. So it's like a little heart ring, and it's like engraved. So that's also coming out. I also have the Geechee coated the praying hands as a t-shirt, as a tote bag, as a tank top now, so you can wear that for the summer. And I have a couple of other designs that I'm working on, like that are like airbrush 90s style designs. It's like Unfriendly Black Hottie, Snake Charmer, my ancestors' favorite. Yeah, like I got a bunch of, like, I'm really trying to not pigeonhole myself, because I realize, like, I'm just a person that's just naturally creative. Like, I just like to make things. And I know people would be like, well, what does she do? Is she making butters? Is she making waters? Is she making journals? I'm a producer, baby. I'm going to produce it. That's what I'm going to do. If I can figure out how to make it, I'm going to make it. That's my problem. And I don't know. I just feel like I don't like to limit my creative expression, and I don't like to get stagnant and keep doing the same thing over and over. So if you see me switching gears and ping-ponging between a bunch of different things, that's just me being me and just exploring the limits and the depths of my creativity, you know, with all of these different tools and modalities that I have at my disposal. So if you go to soulthingsbotanica.com, you can see all of the new merch and things like that. Sign up for the newsletter so that way you can get updates of new drops and stuff. Follow me on Instagram, because I always post stuff on my stories there. Follow me on TikTok, because I'm getting more active over there as well. Follow me on Twitter, because I'm always on Twitter talking shit. And yeah, I really hope you guys have a really, really, really good summer. I hope that, you know, your family is doing well. I hope that your health is doing well. I hope that the pets are doing well. I hope the children are doing well. I hope your mama and them is doing good. I hope your money stays flowing. I hope your ass stays fat. I hope your skin stays clear. Okay. I hope you have best hair days. All right. I hope that every outfit that you put on looks just impeccable. I hope that every goal and accomplishment and dream and desire that you have, that it comes to you easily and comes to fruition in the most magical ways that you couldn't even have dreamed. Okay. For my black folk out there, I want you to stay strong. I want you to stay healthy. I want you to stay happy. I want you to stay grounded. I want you to stay connected with community. I really, truly want you to stay in connection with your joy. Okay. I want you to stay in constant conversation with your ancestors and your spirit guides and your higher self and God. I want you to always remember that no matter what is going on and no matter what these people do in this country, we are still here. And while we're here, we're going to jump up, make a joyous noise, have a good time, okay? So that has been this episode of the Highly Magical Podcast. My name is Nikki Buchanan. I'm the owner of Soul Things Botanica. You can find me on all the platforms, TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, all the things. Like I just said, you could go online, soulthingsbotanica.com, to purchase things from me. You can go on my Substack. Please don't forget to go subscribe to the Substack, soulthings.substack.com. And as always, keep it black, keep it beautiful, and stay blessed. Peace.